So we're here today at Mountbellew Agricultural College as part of the Farm Walk and Talk series that sees over 4,000 students attend Teagasc Agricultural Colleges and Research Centres, as well as UCD Lyons Farm and the Irish Farmers Journals Farm as well, that gives students a hands-on learning experience and it aligns with their curriculum.
The modern term that is used for that is integrated pest management. Since 2014, EU law was implemented here in Ireland, and the Sustainable Use of Pesticides Directive kicked in.
Because we have 15 pens, we can also divide them into body condition scores. So if you have, say, a group of twins that are particularly thin, you can put them together and feed them maybe as a triplet, maybe a group of singles or heavily here. It sits on the ground, it doesn't go down through the soil as quickly as it would on a drier farm. If you notice around the land around, there's a lot of trees, right, so that'll give you an indication.
Teagasc unit here in Mountbellew Agricultural College. My name is Enda Kennedy. I'm just going to take you through some simple steps to make sure that our tractor and our slurry tanker for the job of spreading slurry is safe and fit for purpose before we start today's work with this. Tractors and farm vehicles are causing the most amount of farm fatalities on Irish farms. So we want to make sure that our tractor, as I said, is safe and fit for purpose for a day's work. So some simple checks you can do to make sure your tractor is safe is just take a walk around the tractor. So first thing, while I'm here, I want to make sure that our tyres have adequate pressure for the job in hand, that we've no cracks or bulges on the tyres, adequate tread depth, all our wheel studs are intact, torque to correct setting, and that we've no cracks on the rims of our wheels around the tractor. Working our way back, we're going to spread the slurry today. This tractor is going to be brought on a public road, so we want to make sure our tractor is road legal. That is tax insurance, that the operator has a license to operate the tractor, and also that our tractor has adequate lights and indicators. Also, flashing armed beacon is a requirement. Working back, we want to make sure that all guards are in place, that we cannot get our hand caught in the fan belt or fan. We've mud guards on the tractor, and crucially we've a U-guard covering the PTO stop at the rear of the tractor. It is vitally important that we make sure our brakes and our handbrake is working on tractors. Lots and lots of accidents are happening on Irish farms with farmers being pushed from tractors, and the operator, farmers not using the handbrake, or the handbrake is not working. So we want to make sure, check our handbrake, check our brakes in the tractor before we start the day's work. Looking at the cab itself, we want to make sure that the glass is clean and that we get good visibility in and out of the cab. We want to make sure that our mirrors, we have mirrors both sides, no cracks in the mirrors, and that they're set up to suit ourselves in the operator in the driver's seat. We want to make sure that we don't use the cab floor as a toolbox, so that a lump hammer or chain or an empty Coke bottle isn't going to make its way under a brake or push pedal, preventing you from pressing it again. Just looking at lights, indicators that they're working, and that we have our U-guards in place over the PTO stub, and that our implement is attached correctly. So we want to make sure that the PTO is guarded from the tractor right back to the implement, to the machine itself. In this case, it's our slurry tanker. So, as I said, we have guards in place. We have our U-guard over the PTO stub. We have our check chain, making sure that our PTO cover isn't going to turn, and we also have our O-guard on the machine itself. Lots of times, these PTO guards get damaged by an arm lift. Turning on headlands or manoeuvring in tight yards. Your farm risk assessment document is a great guide to looking at what controls need to be in place for each hazard we have in the farmyard. And obviously those hazards include our tractors and farm vehicles, machinery we're operating, our livestock, and so on. So this document will give you a good guide to the hazards that are involved in particular jobs and the controls you can put in place to minimise those hazards.